Okay, it's not lagging, no? It's not lagging. It's not lagging anymore, no? Okay. Please tell me it's not lagging anymore because I'm gonna lose my shit if it's still lagging. Yo, you guys won't believe the amount of trouble I went through now. It's not lagging. It's not lagging. Yo. Now YouTube is don't wanna send out the notifications to the means that I'm live. I don't want top chat. I want I want live chat. Hey Reference. I wonder where's all the other men, so stick it. I just want to get here to my because I like to check the stream. I wonder if that is the problem here because I see no one else is coming on, and usually people stick out. Hey. Salute, Jaden.
When it comes to cryptocurrency trading, there's a place that gathers Ethereum.
Nah, man, where's the man, sir? Hi, bo. Yo. This thing was so skarakarag lost, man, cause lost I put the settings up and away for you. So while I was putting the settings up, cause I kind of optimized the settings for a higher quality stream, but then my laptop is still a little bit, so I I would have to like save so I can update that, also update my laptop, and maybe get you never know, maybe I can get something like a MacBook or so. Like even if it's second hand or so, like all it needs to do is like be liquor when I'm live streaming. Cause that is all I need. I just need the laptop to be liquor when I'm live streaming. I don't grant this. Yeah, but I nogal look liquor on camera, ne? Quality looks nice. I can nogal stream liquor. So I'm gonna give you guys a minute. Oh no, I don't even know why I should give you guys a minute. I think I should just jump in. Good evening, Neo. Let me just make a notification go there on Insta to say that I'm live. Away can you so? So as soon as I have made this this notification, as soon as I've put it up on my Insta, I'll go ahead story. What's up, Ndumiso? What's up, KW? Okay, so I've sent out that notification to Insta now, to my let me just delete that one because I think means delete from both. Jaden, it's not that I'm like gonna expose more, it's just that when I made that first live, what's up, Griffin? When I made that first live, the people who was mentoring at that time for Jason, they were live. I wouldn't say they were live as well, but they saw what I was doing. So it's a case of them just like making things clear to me, man. Because at the end of the day, if things are clarified and clarified by the people that's been in this whole situation, yeah, there's this one fly they just don't. They came to pump out the drains today, man. Now this one fly just doesn't want to spot. Fail gat. But yeah, so the clarification is important because the more there is a clarification, the better things we can, not the better things we can look forward to, but the more truth comes out, you know. And these are the people. Good evening, Kevin. These are the people that was like first hand in it, man. Now all over your sound, man. Cause the other people is hearing, is the sound soft? Is the sound soft? Cause it was lagging. It was lagging, so I had to like. It's back now. Okay. Quite. As long as you guys can hear clearly. Good evening, Nam Trader. Yeah, so with us having them clear things up now, it's a case of we now know the truth because some people just let things slide, man. And I know people would say like, okay, we don't want to entertain this, but we don't want to give him the, time in day, and that's okay. That is fine. But then there is those that wants to getting. Good evening, Rune. That wants to get the truth and the real truth out there. So if you guys watched my previous stream concerning Jason Noah, you guys would know that I spoke about his mentors that was in his mentorship. They were first clients, but then they reverted to becoming mentors. And I wouldn't say like I exposed that because the thing is that was just above the surface, right? But now when I look at what I know now, that just really opens the gates to so much more conversation. And the thing is, King Masusuke, what happened yesterday? What happened yesterday was the stream, I upped my settings, meaning I wanted a higher quality stream, a crisper looking stream. But then I ended up mixing up the settings and it ran too strong for the laptop. It ran way too strong for the laptop. So yeah, that is why you guys got a laggy stream earlier in the day and yesterday. But this I wanted to talk about last night already. And the thing is, last night I couldn't actually talk about it that much because what happened was we nogal had a lekker, the people from our area had a lekker tragic day, man. I wouldn't say a lekker tragic day, but lekker is just like putting emphasis on the tragic part. So one of my friends It's like a chilled bruh, man. He's doesn't bother anyone. He just sticks to himself. He just, he was really smart. He was really, really smart. He was walking yesterday and he got stabbed to death for his cell phone. And, I came home and then the stream thing didn't want to work. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm not still going to bother. Because usually I freak out and then I get things working like ASAP. But for me, it was just like yesterday night, take it easy, go and rest, man. Go and process this whole thing because everyone around us is like, how is it possible that anyone in their right mind could want to kill that bruh, man? He never bothers anyone. Like, he wouldn't know you from anywhere, but he would always have something, like, nice to say, man. He was never confrontational, never rude, never nothing. So it's nogal quite sad and sitting on my head, But yeah, when the stream didn't want to go through, when the software acted up to me, it was just like, nah, man, bro, take this as your sign, take it easy, don't still worry about it. Your subscribers will understand. Go live when you can, and that is why I'm here now. So for me, we are gonna go further. I'm gonna tell you guys what I found out from the ex mentors because in my last stream about Jason, I told you guys that the mentors were kicked out, and they nogal came to me and they were like, okay, maybe bro, you are right, you are factual, everything that you're saying is correct, but the main thing that your source is leaving out, I would say, is the fact that let's get to that part. Is the fact that no one was fired. So when it comes to the whole saga of the mentors, if they left, if they were fired, and the thing is, no one was fired. The mentors left on their own accord. Now, to me, that is even worse than someone being fired. If you're leaving at your own accord, it's probably that you came to your senses about something and you found that this is the most opportune moment for you to take a get, right? Now, there's something that should, when it comes, because like I said, right, speaking to these mentors, right, and I'm not gonna name names, please, I want to respect their privacy also, because they aren't used to like being bombarded by inboxes and all of that. So for me, I'm not still gonna stress that much about names and stuff. It's just that whatever they had a concern, and the nice thing about it, is that I spoke to them separately. I spoke to them separately. So, sorry. So, speaking to them, all of them got to the conclusion that they left. They weren't fired. No one fired them. And I think that is. Thank you so much for the support, Ismail. I really appreciate it. Keep your eyes locked to this channel because there is, like, as time goes and as I am exposing more and more things, there's more occurrences that pop up. What's your take on Shix from Nas Boys? I don't have a take on him, unfortunately, but that is yet. Everything with me is yet until I look in. You guys must know when I look in, my bro, that is when things become apparent to me. But yeah, no one was fired. They left, and the moment I heard that, for me, it was just like, okay, you guys left, right? Why did you guys leave? Because you must not just gonna randomly just say, Manita, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna spat. And the consensus that I found from everyone was that Jason Noah was not active in the groups. Now, I find that to be a bit strange because, this is someone that's a big trader out there, and not being active in the groups, okay, it's fine. There's something like your personal life. There's something like taking time off. There's something like, not wanting or not having listen, that is fine. But you also have to every now and again just pop in, even if it's just analysis, even if it's just analysis. So this is what they said, right? That he wasn't that active in the group. And for me, it is a really sad thing, because this is like the Jason, and like I told you guys in previous streams, I'll say it over and over again. If there is one mentor that I wanted to be mentored by, it was Jason Noah. But the late Quentin Moody and Rowan Landsberg, they were suffice, and I'm actually glad that I like went with more humble people. But anyway, if Jason is not in the group, right, then what does that mean? And this is something that isn't discussed that very often, right? And these things that I'm talking about here, I think you guys can semi link it to what is happening on FX Code side, because on FX Code side, and I don't mean to bring them into no conversation again. It's just that I need to make the example, right? But when you look at FX Code side now, you would look at the drawing power, the twins, right? If we have to put it out there, fact is fact. It is what it is. This is not a slight on anyone. What's up, Monet? This is not a Nes 100 Jakes. This is not a slight on anyone. This is not to be, rude or anything, or say anyone in the FX Goat team is less legit or less important than the next. But the twins were the drawing power to the team, right? But now, if you are going to be the drawing power, I feel like you should also, because if you look at it this way now, if you're going to sign up to Forex Kings, you're gonna look everywhere. It doesn't matter. Unfortunately, that's just the case. People are gonna wanna be taught by Jason instead of anyone else, regardless who that anyone else is. It's not a shade to anyone or trying to put Jason on a pedestal or anything like that. It's just a fact of the matter. If you're gonna go to Forex Kings and you're gonna pay 8K, you're gonna wanna be taught by Jason. And for me too, I'll be real, for me too. Because if I'm gonna spend 8K, I'm gonna want to spend time with a guy that inspired me, that got me, that is making me open my wallet to the point where, I feel like I can trust him, right? So, to me, seeing that Jason Noah then wasn't in the group, no, the workload was huge. This is another thing that these guys also left, because now they have an influxed rate of responsibility, if I can call that. Because if you look at it this way now, you are going to, because you get to me at least. And guys, I don't want you guys to see me as an expert of some sort. It's just that this is how I observed things for a long time. You get the forex entities, and I'm not gonna name names, you guys know who they are. If there's a pyramid, you like right at the top, no, you'd get the few. You're like Lasibas with forex chasers. You have, sadly, I'm not saying he's legit or anything like that, but Ref Wayne is in there as well. You'd get FX Goat, Forex Kings. Who else is there of the big forex houses? DJ Coach is in there as well, and it's because the people put them there, right? Then you would maybe get the lesser known, like your Nas 100 Apes, your Bandiles, your Spellas, your Matodzis, and then you get the even lesser known, the ones that isn't known at all. Now, what I'm trying to say here is, when you go to one of the top tier forex houses, right? Granted, by an expectation that they have set, you're gonna look for top tier service. And I'm gonna refer to the comments now just to ask you guys and just to see if you guys feel the same. When you join a top tier service, right? When you join a top tier service, are you gonna because for me, I'm gonna expect what they have put out, the one-on-ones, the online sessions, all of that. Are you guys gonna expect that as well? That is what I have found as well. That is what I found as well. Ay. So, when it comes to, and yes, I just did Bruno Swift because we're not gonna we're not gonna be letting people up here talking about face sticks and stuff. Nah, 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 nah. Take a backseat with that. I've given people too many graces, and if you're gonna like fetch lawyers for me to shut me up like that, manito. We are 109 in here, no? 105. Smash that like button there, man, so that the algorithm can pick up and let the others know that I am that I am live. So smash that like button. So when it comes to the workload, seeing that Jason wasn't, they allege that Jason wasn't present, it would seem like all of that responsibility falls on them. And like I told you guys, now this thing opens a huge case of conversation for us. I just don't know if we as an industry is ready for it. And as you guys must know me, I don't care, ready or not ready, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna get it out of the way. Now, these responsibilities, right, got or would get out of hand because there's a whole lot of things as a Forex Kings mentor that these guys would have to look after, right? Their workload would include introduction of new clients, and if we are being real honest here, like I said, Forex Kings is top tier, so there's gonna be a whole lot of interest. With that said, there's gonna be a whole lot of new clients to introduce to Forex. Now, when you do an introduction to Forex, that is when you tell them who the market players are. It's basically you're telling them more about the market itself, not how to trade it, not how to make money from it. You're just telling them about the market so that they have an understanding of what they will be dealing with, of where they will be trading, right? That is basically what an introduction is, right? Then part of the workload would also include them having day to clients, right? And with that said, day two clients is most now obviously where things like strategy, explanation, fundamentals, technicals, all of that, depending on the strategy that they are teaching, obviously, that would come into play, right? Part of their workload would be dealing with complaints, and I wouldn't call it complaints per se, but there is some people who would have like no, let's yeah. In every company has complaints. Part of their responsibility would be dealing with complaints as well, because part of their other responsibility would also be dealing with questions of every nature regarding to forex, right? With that, they still have to send out analysis, and if Jason is still trading the way my mentors taught me, because they were taught by him, then you're gonna have to send technical analysis, right? So that means you're gonna analyze as a forex kings mentor, you're gonna analyze the damn market yourself. And you're gonna send in what you have analyzed and explained what you have analyzed. So um technical analysis isn't a scam. It was never a scam, man. Technical analysis is king. Theo, why did you upload? Why did you remove the videos you uploaded? Good evening, Sash. The videos that it wasn't an upload per se, right? The videos was a live, but the live was jerky and it was laggy. The sound was quite and all that. But I crapped by settings, man. Ik het gewoon weer van mij DIY technician gehou. Kan dit vang ik een klomp kak aan mij, bro. So that is why I tested it and I saw it would be lagging, and then I would end the live immediately, because the only way that I could see if it was laggy or jerky or anything of the matter is by going live. That is why when I went live now, I asked you guys, can you hear me well? Is the visual good? And you guys must now obviously responded. So apart from that, right, there's the fundamentals, checking the news, because you can't just rely on technicals the whole time. You need to understand when the news are gonna happen as well. And then there's the backlogged online sessions as well. And unfortunately, fortunately for the business, they offer online sessions. Unfortunately for the mentors, as the mentors were chopping and changing, coming and going, the online sessions got backlogged, right? So they had to deal with all of that. And I find that to be normal, standard, but it's a lot of work. And this is why I'm constantly telling you guys, if you are not ready to go into mentorship, do not do so. If you are not ready to be that bridge, do not do so. Do not try to be it, because you're gonna hold people on a linky, and some don't want that. Some don't like that. Like I don't like that. So this is another reason why they left. Their workload got like, and I don't think there was, because if you're leaving because of workload, then I don't think there was a correct time where they ever sat down to Ndumiso, listen, if you have majority of the people, if you have majority of the people that like first thing, if you're new to this channel, no, I would like for you to stop looking like you're coming up for other people, because Jason's side of the story was him giving the service. That's his side of the story. So now, if one person was talking all of that nonsense, I'd be sketchy. Two people was talking it, I'd start paying attention. If three people is talking this, then this definitely means there's smoke. If four people is talking this, then that definitely means there's fire. So at this point, to me, Jason's side of the story is irrelevant because all that he ever shows is empty promises. Time and time and time and time again. So his side of the story was supposed to be his service, because when you look on his ads, come and make this money with Forex Kings, I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna show you how to do all of this, it's me, Jason, but then when you buy the service, 8,000 rand, you get left in the dust. You get left in the dust. So, and the thing is, this is the mentor's side of the story. I don't know if you checked the title or the thumbnail, but it clearly says there, ex Forex Kings mentors. Okay, moving along. So that is a lot. And for me, from a professional perspective, if you are leaving because of the workload, that means the workload wasn't discussed properly. That means your responsibilities within this company wasn't discussed properly. And to me, that is something that is huge, because if you are going to put your clients first, the people you employ need to understand what their roles in this industry is. Yes, my bro Elric. I got a shaky, a shaky, a laggy and a jerky live, man. That is why I just had to cancel the previous ones, man. I Lol, it seems like you have been indoctrinated heavily. Do you even know why Forex exists? Like, why the fuck must I come and give classes? You guys coming here with your ignorant stuff like this throws me off. It throws me off. Forex exists not because other traders are trading on an invisible chart, something that doesn't fucking exist. Forex exists because businesses and countries are doing business with each other. So as South Africa is doing business with America, they need to change their rand to dollar, which puts the dollar in demand for that amount of money for that service or that product or whatever South Africa is buying there. The same goes to UK. The same does when America and UK makes business. The same goes for when UK and Europe makes business. That is why there's charts. Charts don't exist because some people sold and other people bought. No. Then there's also banks and governments that has a direct influence on price concerning interest rates and inflation rates. But all you guys are worried about how you have been indoctrinated is that if I sell, someone else is buying. How do I know when someone else is buying so that I can sell, so that I can take their money? Don't be. This is what angers me. The South African public are still poosdom. And this is why the fuck you guys are falling for the fucking scams you guys are falling for. I fucking hate this. I fucking hate this. Let me just be real. I fucking hate this. TA can't predict fuck all. Technical analysis is a set of instructions that you follow. It's a case of if the market does this, I do that. That is it. You're not predicting nothing. Let me skip on from low, because if someone don't even have the courage to use their own government name to come and act smart, then yeah. Pumalela Mkisa, if you just hide that. We can't continue adding stupid people on, ignorant people that's ignorant deliberately. We can't. The bus is getting full. Like I told you guys, there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna start getting irritated with people that's like this. People that display large amounts of ignorance and expecting we should just tolerate it. That kak is gonna get to an end. That kak is gonna get to an end. That's all I'm facing. Nah, but like, don't like. Okay, let me not stress. Let me not stress. But now you guys have learned a lesson. Forex exists, and it exists because countries and businesses are doing business with each other, and then governments are also having an hand in the economy. And then, like, I didn't even have the money subjects on school. I had bio, geography, physics. That was my packet, my package. I had package A. I never had the finance shit, and I'm so flippin' angry at myself because I followed my friends. I was in grade 10A at the time, and everyone wanted to be the smart kid. And yeah, to loop ek maar daarin. If I could redo history, I would most definitely do finance subjects and continue, because you're always gonna need someone that knows how the finance industry, or knows at least how money works. Whew, skipping along. Most of these mentors, or all of them that left, or all of them that I spoke to that have left, felt like they left because they were underpaid. And this opens a huge conversation. This opens a massive conversation, guys. And I understand we can stick to the conversation of you make money from the market and all of that. But a business is a business, right? And a business needs to look after their employees also. So most of these guys felt like they were underpaid. And in my previous stream about this, I saw a figure of 5K floating around, and I spoke to one of the mentors particularly, because guys, you need to understand this also. Some of these guys that I spoke to, they were really, really respectful of Jason and Jason's image, right? So nice Ibulela, I'm done now. I'm cool now. I'm chilled. Don't worry. I'm cool. For that workload, right? And to me, it was like, how, how, how does 5K, or how does all of that amount of work, right? How does that translate to 5,000 Rand, man? You know? And it's not like I say, only one of them spoke like that. Only one of them were like open and was like, okay, 5K, my bro. And for me, it was like, what do you guys? Because at that, when I was on the call with one of them, at that time, another one joined, but I spoke to them like first the one, and then I asked the same set of questions. I asked the second one as well. But the second one and the first one that I spoke to, they weren't, how can I say? You can see, man, it wasn't orchestrated. They were there when everything happened. But when it comes to this underpaid and all of that, when they asked me what I think a mentor should charge, right? And that opens a whole bunch of conversation, guys, because if a mentor is gonna be the mentor, if it's gonna be the what are they called? The performance coach. If the mentor is going to be the psychologist, if the mentor is going to be the salesperson that's still responsible for like putting ads out and being still like signing people on, you know what I'm saying? For me, it is just like, yo, lol, that is absurd, my bro. 20k for moving averages. Yeah. Take my life. I would die if I paid someone 20k for moving averages. Take my life. Take my life. Take my life. But when they asked me, I was like, if a mentor is gonna be all that, start him at 10k. If a mentor is have all of that responsibilities of he must deal with backlog clients, he must deal with questions, he must deal with complaints, he must deal with signing people, he must deal with analysis, he must deal with online sessions. Like if he has to deal with all of that, start him at 10k and incentivize the rest of a payment structure. So that whenever he reaches certain targets, he gets more money from you, right? And guys, I don't want to like be like I'm right or I'm wrong. And it's just that I can talk from this because like I told you guys, I've studied in that direction. But for me, that is what I said. Start him at that. Regardless of what he makes in the market is his business. Unless he comes online to come and tell us otherwise, to come and make us part of his business, right? Because that is obviously what you are doing when you are posting your things on Instagram. You are inviting people to come and look at your business, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't have posted. Let's just be real. You wouldn't have posted it. So for me, I felt like start him at 10k. But what do you guys feel? I'm gonna revert to the comments now because I sincerely wanna hear what you guys feel, man. What you guys feel when it comes to paying a mentor. How much do you think CEOs of these companies should pay their mentors? How much do you guys think? That is so true to do, Zimtia. While you guys are here, smash that like button. Don't forget to smash that like button, Kanala. Smash it so that the algorithm can pick up and let the other ones know that I'm live. But how much do you guys feel should a mentor be paid when it comes to his monthly salaries? 30k plus a month. And guys, that is reasonable because when you are taking on someone to work for you, right? Yeah, not Darren's. Why pay for courses when they Ken, you make me bro character now, bruh. Add to rent for hope, yo. Yo. But how much do you guys think a month should they be paid? I'm not gonna name this commenter's name because it's very derogatory. But there's one that says 30k a month. Taysoki says 50k max. Lawrence Williams says 20k. George Jr. says 12 to 15k. Muhammad Jalal says 30k. Darren says why pay for courses when there's trading up. Theo 30 plus commission. I'm feeling that. Mduduzi mtia commission based. 100%, 100%, 100%. I also HPRD 100k depending on the company. If the company can afford you, that is good. On 100k, if a company can afford you, that's good. Lifu Mia, listen to this. Mentors are paid a monthly salary, can't they? My G, yeah. Please do, T-Main. Yes, please do. Please do. As a mentor, please say how much you feel you deserve every salute mlamle, how every month end. When you are done and you take a look at everything that you have done, all of, like your job description and extra, because we can't sit here and act like this is like that for every job. This is like that for every job. You have your job description, and then there is most definitely things that's gonna be extra that you don't get paid for, that you just do because it makes a pleasant experience for the customer, right? So, as a mentor, please remain, shed light on that for us, my bro. And you see, guys, this is the thing. Like now, Tremaine wanted to say something. He's welcome. Open platform. So Jason, if you're watching, if you're in the comments, no one is gonna attack you, bruh. Literally no one is gonna attack you. Add your comment. And then also, if you do not feel like you want to entertain what's happening here, don't, my bro. But also just know that, we're not acting out of malice or anything, yeah. We're just discussing a very hot topic within this industry. And that is the reason why we do this, right? This is the reason why I do this. To Bani Mamela, I'm getting to that part. Tobani. Like literally. And that is the thing. That is the thing. Dumiso, we are not talking about other people's work. Tremaine says, I think mentors should be getting plus minus 15k, but it doesn't stop there. I think investing in the mentors' future as in a trading account or IB for brokers, but nonetheless, the head mentor should be setting up the junior mentors for the same success. Tremaine, fully agree, Maji. Fully agree. I also believe that some commission should, step in, because you're gonna teach per head. So for me, if I was gonna be, I would try and negotiate like a percentage based salary. Like, okay, we brought in this many clients out, like, so that percentage, and obviously it will be discussed beforehand. But I just need to answer Ndumiso. Ndumiso, you are like this far away from being like blocked, because you are not talking sense, my bro. You are literally not talking sense. Listen to Ndumiso. Ndumiso says, honestly, 5k is debatable in SA. People get way less and working under difficult conditions, worse than Forex kings. No, we are not talking about the work. Look, I worked at Spur, no? And I will gladly say this. I will say this to my boss's face. I will say it. I've said it to his face so many times, like, I basically just don't give a fuck. If I had to get paid the hours that I worked, right? I would have probably been fucking rich by now, right? So what I'm trying to say is, my salary at Spur worked at the end of the month, if I was lucky, if I worked doubles and shit, I would get maybe a 3k, right? And I worked much harder. That is like physical labor. That's like running up and down for food. That is keeping you calm in between people that can get very rude at times. That is dealing with very, very, very obnoxious clients at times. And I got paid way less. Tips, even way less, which is why, regardless if I have my own or not, whenever I see a subscriber of mine dropping, it doesn't matter how much as a tip, I stop and I say thank you, because they couldn't have. It's not necessary. But what I'm trying to say here is that it's hard. But we're not talking about the jobs that's hard. We're talking about Forex Kings now. Because you're not gonna work at ShopRite and the job description is there expecting you to know what the market is doing, what ShopRite is doing on the charts. You're not gonna be working at Pick and Pay and then you still have to update everyone on the floor. Okay, this is what the price is looking like, but we can expect a dip in so and so because of that and that and that. Do you? Do you? It comes down to job description, my bro. It comes down to professionality, my bro. That is what it comes down to. So don't push on people. 5K, please, man. Please, man. Please, man. Not 5K, my bro. Not 5K. But then also, exactly, Elric, if they agreed, then they agree. And yes, Tremaine, the success of the institution as well. Domiso says again, for all that work, I will take 5K, invest in myself, trading, etc. I work for 4.5 or less and will be glad to be FX Goat mentor. We're not talking about FX Goat, my bro. We're talking about Forex Kings. Hi, bo. Hi, bo, man. If mentors can trade, then why do they need a job? How are you going to convince other people to quit working and focus on Forex while you are working? That is intense. Insane. That is insane. But I'm gonna. You see, Griffin, my bro. This is why I lose my cool so every now and again. Because people don't listen, man. People don't listen. Tremaine, answer, my bro. Answer. This is like an open platform. Answer, my bro. Answer. You, like, no one gets blocked here. Only ignorant people. So, so last run on that question. How much do you guys feel the remain says, because like everyone else, the formula is multiple sources of income. My job keeps my emotions out of trading. That's good to hear. It's good to hear that your job doesn't allow your emotions or is like pushing. But obviously, each to their own. His experience won't be my experience, won't be your experience. So at the end of the day, to me, a salary would really make up for all of that, or the amount of money would mean if I'm happy with what I'm doing or not. So when it comes to mentor salary, I'm literally gonna say, like, start me at 50, not 15, start me at 10, and obviously after that. The question will always be debatable. Nando Miso, man, no, nothing to. It's just that sometimes, man, sometimes you just say some things that make you seem ignorant, man. Hectic. Listen to T Style Volume 1, Zikale. And I agree with this. Mentors, not I agree with like the whole statement. Obviously, this is a statement that needs to be delved into because there's obviously nuances to this. But he says mentors are recruiting members similar to Herbalife. If you're selling 3 products a year, but recruit 100 people a month, you could. And that is where most now the side income part of that comes in. So yeah. So most of these guys, and this is the worrisome part to me, and I believe maybe someday these guys will come out and they will tell us what these things are that they had to turn a blind eye to while they was working in this company. But many of the guys that was working there and stuff, they said that sometimes they had to turn a blind eye to a lot of things. And for me, that was just a little bit sus, man. Because you are gonna have to go against your moral values. You're gonna go against your what you were inclined to believe if it feels like you had to turn a blind eye to some things that you see or saw happening within the company but you couldn't speak about. Now, like I told you guys, these guys, they still spoke about Jason with a whole lot of respect because they still respect him to an extent. Although they feel like he has fucked up, they still respect him to an extent, and all that we can do is basically respect their respect for him. We don't have to like judge them for being like, oh, but this bra ripped you off, or he didn't pay you well, or whatever the case may be, right? It's their choice. They still respected him, so these things that they felt they needed to turn a blind eye to, they didn't want to get into. And like I said, I believe someday, somehow, someone will come up and someone will be like, this is what happened. Yo, this is stop. Ndumiso, do you know what, no? Don't stop me, bro. Don't stop, Aya. Continue, because I found that sometimes you aren't acting like that deliberately, man. And if I am setting you right now that I had the courage to comment, I'm helping other people that doesn't have the courage to comment. So continue commenting, me bro. Just understand that sometimes I do get a little bit heated, but I don't mean any malice by it. I do get a little bit, and aggressive in my response, but I don't mean any malice by it. So continue commenting and I will continue responding, my bro. So Kamugelo says something that is really insane, because if Kamugelo is seeing this, then other people is seeing this as well. Kamugelo is saying, what do you think needs to be done to revolutionize Forex in South Africa? Because for me, I feel like since the boom of Forex, nothing has changed. And yes, it is what Mduduzi is saying. We need to stop glorifying people who claim to be profitable without showing us proof. It is as simple as that. We literally need to... I'm sorry, I couldn't hold this in. Listen to this. Now, Mr. 300 mils, you take the comment of the day. You take the comment of the day. They must unionize, condomize before they sodomize their clients. Naikwai. Sy is hond. Say as hond, you deserve to have this pinned up over. But yeah, because the thing is, the people and this is what I found out, guys. The people that we idolize, they sometimes aren't the correct people that deserves idolization. The people that we validate in these streets are people that very often do not need any validation. Because what do they do once they get the validation? They call us poor and they act like they are better than us. Simply because they can afford installments on an A45 or they can afford installments on a GTI. And that is literally how things shouldn't be, right? And then after after idolizing, no, everyone should basically take a focus on day trading, man, because and I can say this, I've been a newbie as well. What I would find is that I would analyze, I would have my eyes on pairs. Now I go on Instagram, now I see, yay. But these people are then analyzing this and that and that. So why am I not analyzing that? So now I go and I go to my charts, right? And I forget that I just analyzed gold, euro, USD, and NASDAQ. Now I go analyze all of this cuck that I saw on Instagram, right? I take my mind, I make a conscious effort to take my mind off what I've analyzed to go and focus on that. And then when I come back, I see everything played out the way I analyzed it to be. I just didn't react to it because I was the whole time watching what my favorite mentor was doing on Instagram and looking at his analysis and trying to follow up on his analysis. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, if a newbie is watching, try and put effort in yourself. It's not gonna come overnight. Try and work. Vuyo, I actually wanna have a number plate day, man, a registration plate day. But then I also want to um after, because I haven't done the I haven't done the change of ownership to my own car yet, so it's still on Kurt's mother's name. So I'm gonna have a registration plate day when what's up, Seto? When I have done my change of ownership, because I'm still thinking of a number plate, if I should make the number plate Kushushu or not, or if I should just do a sticker up top with Kushushu. I'm literally not sure, but yeah, I'm gonna have a registration plate day where we check out all of the registration plates of all of these traders. Rydal, let's shift quickly to FX the Real 10 does apps a proof of payment. You can see it's fake. Someone spot why. How can we see if it's fake if we are literally sitting here right now streaming, maybe, bro? We're gonna come to that quickly now. Siabulela Bangene, Radlai Spotter Speller Nasdaq in Delft today with his school shoes. Yeah, that intense. Stephen Gambo, you unfollowed everyone promoting Trade 245. I salute you for that. I salute you for that. Away, Uncle CP. Yeah, so do you know what, CyberX? We will come back. We will come back. Send me my bro, because I've been threatening Kyle since I did my first expose video on DJ Coach. I've been threatening Kyle to say that I'm gonna expose him, and the people, his victims, right? Their messages drowned out in like the thousands of inboxes I get each day. FXTAM, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, my bro. I hope you are good. You must. I wouldn't say you must nothing, but yeah, you must a little bit, just a little bit. The trading battle. Whoa, that is intense, bruh. That is intense. That is literally intense. So, to finish up on Jason them, I'm glad that these guys left, right? I often say, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I think YouTube didn't send out a notification because my past 3 or 4 lives, I went live and then after 5, 6 seconds, I ended the live. So that obviously made people tune out, and it showed the algorithm that the algorithm shouldn't notify you guys, right? But it's my fault. So when you come here, just do smash that like button so that the algorithm can pick you up again. Salute Undumiso, salute Masakant. It's all love, my bro. It's all love. Most of these guys won't do FTMO because they know FTMO will expose the hell out of them. They won't go and do funded programs. They won't. They won't. Ernest, true, my bro. True. Like, prop firms is duidelijk, my bro. Just have to be a little bit weary, right? Even the ones that approach me, even it doesn't matter which company I promote, guys, always do your due diligence. Always. Whether it's XM, whether it's XNES, whether it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Do your due diligence. Dig and find. Dig and find. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna wrap things up now. I really appreciate everyone that joined. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for the comments. Please do smash that like button so that it can go out, so that other people can also become aware that we made this live actually. But yes, Vusi Samalani, prop firms don't play, my bro. They have a strict requirements list. And if you do not fulfill one of the requirements, that's it. Ernest, I've used XTM since 2017, man, bro. So, and I've never been scammed. Whenever I say give my money, I've received my money. I became a little bit known the other day, and it's also all because of you. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. But I've been using XM since 2017, man, bro. Kwai Fanilake Mamba. I represent Forex Chasers, both FTMO and my Forex Fund, and I have certificates with them both. Nah, that is Kwai. That is Kwai. That is Kwai, brother. Guys, I'm gonna take a break. I need to date. My ultimate date. I need to go play with my daughter for a little bit. It's 7:22 now. No? I think I can be back here by you guys at 8. Not at 8, at 9. At 9, then we dial another live because there's a site that I want you guys to also be Salute Ash FX to be to be acquainted with, so that you guys have another source of information besides me, you know. So I will see you guys in like an hour. A grand, y'all. I love y'all. See y'all soon.